The panels in After Effects can be set to hover, to occupy its own frame, or to live in another frame. If you look at the panels, they have several things in common. First of all you have to do is click on a panel to get the yellow border, and you'll notice that panels have on the upper left-hand corner these little dots. These are called grippers. And if I grab a gripper, I can tear the panel away from its current location, and then by moving my mouse over another panel, I can see we have these little zones. And if I let go of a panel in one of the side or top zones, it will then be docked in its own frame next to that panel. And the other panels will move out of the way to make room. Notice how the composition panel kind of got squashed as this guy occupied that space. Now what I can do is tear it off again, and instead of putting it on the edge, I'll put it in the center, and it now lives in the same exact frame as the rest of the tools that are already here. Once again, I'll tear that off and I'll put it on the edge. Each one of these guys, by the way, has a little pop-up menu that has different options in it. For example, I have the audio panel selected, and I'll click Options. And now I have an Audio Options dialog box. But of course, if I choose a different panel, I'll have different options. Let's see what the character one does. So I'll tear this one off, and let's see what the options are in there. All caps, small caps, and everything that associates itself with characters. And alignment has nothing. I can of course maximize that frame, and I can restore it. And by the way, if you hit the tilde key over any panel that you have your mouse hovering over, it will maximize that particular panel, which is very handy if you just want to focus on that. Hit tilde again and it will go back to its previous state. I can also rearrange the spacing in between panels, as you see here. They're very flexible. So if I just want to see audio, I can stretch these out and the other guys will collapse and make room for it. So it's a really nice way to work inside the application.